Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you my Invoker set build. The build that is a bit different than any others. Obviously, when we're thinking about Invoker, we're talking about the Thorns and the reflection, the damage, reflecting to the enemies. This time, this is a secondary part of the build. The main part of the build is that we transfer all that Thorns damage through the weapon direct to the enemy. Well, the build is a single target build, so we're going to use Punish as my primary skill, and obviously we can hit one enemy at a time. So there will be a lot of clicking to going through the mobs, but that's not gonna be painful because they will die almost instantly. So Invoker itself obviously gives you tons damage, gives you increased total damage through the set bonuses like 300% when you use Punish for 2 seconds, and then it will gives you another 15,000% tons damage when you first hit the enemy. Also, set will increase your Punish attack speed by 50%. Attack speed is a major part of this build. Then weapon that I'm using, well, when you're choosing a weapon, you're not thinking about the damage, you're thinking about attack speed, because that's what it's all about. You're thinking about socket to put the topaz inside, that's tons damage, extra damage, and you're thinking about stats, not only strength because this is primary stat, but also vitality because that will increase your tons damage as well. So increasing strength and vitality gives you all the time damage increase, and well, also vitality gives you some defensive attributes. So what are we using? We're using obviously a legendary gem, Boyarsky chip, which adds another tons damage. Basically everywhere where you can add some tons damage, this is where you're going. This is the path where you're going. I'm using also Simplicity Strength as a gem. This gem is just for the power that is on rank 25. So when you hit with primary abilities, where the punish is your primary ability, that heals you for 4% of your maximum health. And as I said, vitality is my one of my main reason this build is done, because vitality is not only increasing your life but also increasing your damage, so you're going to pump that and a lot. So that heals gives you much more than the life per hit or life per second or any other life hitting life increasing stats. So don't worry about that. You don't need that at all. You just need that gem and everything will be okay. Now, can I ask you powers? I'm using hack. That gives you ability to apply 100% of your tons damage to your attacks, to your main attacks. I'm using Heart of Iron, which gives you 300% of your vitality going as a Thorns damage. That's why vitality is very, very important. And well, this is the ring because I don't have a full set. I just swap my braces for lucky problems because that was a bit better if we're talking about the stats. Shield, well, whatever you like, it's up to you. If you don't use it, up to you. I'm using 100 weapon because of my passive, which I will show you in a second. Defensive, Aquila Cuirass, that will gives me damage reduction by 50% when I'm above 93% of my primary resources. Well, I'm all the time at maximum level on my primary resources because I'm not using it. I have Falling Sword, but this is only to increase my movement range. Exactly the same in doing the steed chart, so I'm using that too. Obviously, amulet, whatever you get, my scrap for now. This is just because of the high strength and vitality. That's why I'm using this one. So This is not completed yet. It will be in the future, but well, it's good for Torment 12, and I think up to Torment 13 should be okay. Belt, I'm looking for the belt that gives you, I mean, its legendary power will be passive bombardment, because Invoker gives you another 50% damage reduction when you're using bombardment. So I'm looking for that. But if you don't have a cuirass and if you don't have a belt with bombardment, then you can use bombardment with this build. Let's say you can throw up the falling sword and you can put the bombardment here. Better have some kind of damage reduction that's crappy movement skill. Okay, skills. Passive, most important. Fervor, the first one, where you use one-handed weapon, increase your attack speed by 15%. That's what you need. That's what you're looking for. Iron Maiden, that increase your thorns by 50%, where the great damage booster. I'm using Hold Your Ground, but you can use Renewal if you have problem with your life. And I try to use Finery, but well, didn't work well as I expected, so I just went back to Hold Your Ground. Block is a block. I always love it. So as long as I'm using shield, this one is good for me. And the last one, obviously, Fanaticism, which increase your attack speed by another 15%. So my attack speed at this moment is 1.82. Not too shabby. I would like to give it to, well, maybe 2.1, maybe 2.0. That would be great. For now, it's not so bad. As you can see, my critical hit chance, not bad, but critical hit damage is crap completely. Well, I'm not sure if that works with the Thorns, if you using them to deal the damage through the weapon. So I don't increase that yet. So I will leave it for a while, and we'll see what's happened in the future, because as you can see, my damage is below 500,000. But if you go to Torment 12 with that damage, well, good luck with that. Okay, the other skills, Accord Champion, and here I'm using Hasteful, which increases my attack speed by another 15%, but you can use Prophet, which increase your armor if you have problem with your defense. For now, I'm using this very rarely because the damage, which you will see in a moment, is quite high. It's well enough for that level. Iron skill, this is great. Well, two things. First of all, this works well with any invoker build. So if you turn it on for 4 seconds, probably the mob will be dead before it will wear off. The second part is that because it increases damage of thorns by 300% and it allowed the thorns to crit, this will give you great damage boost. That will kill most of the bosses in, well, 2-3 hits maybe. So must be. Loss of hope, small damage, small regeneration, and obviously if you activate that, you're moving a bit faster. So this plus Stitch Charge plus Falling Sword, that's my movement skills. So I'm using them to move around a bit faster. Right, so I have Infernal Machine. Yes, I have. So I'm going to show you how this works there. Okay, well, any of them. Oh, we'll have a Magda and Leoric. Okay, I will show you how this works here. It's pretty simple. Go there and kill them. Quite easy and quite fast. So this is without using my skills at all. I'm just using punish. Oh, we just... Oh, there was the both of them. Okay, so as you can see, quite easy, right? Funny. The lesser mobs, most of the mobs, except elites, maybe champions, but they will die in one kill anyway, at the Torment 12. Most of the mobs will just die instantly, so you don't have to worry about them. With bosses, well, try to keep an eye on your health level, because sometimes they can hit very hard, and even if you have that damage reduction, they still can take quite a big portion of your life with 1 or 2 hits. So be careful with that. Everything else is just go click and see how it's dying. Okay, guys, I'm gonna turn this one level 58. So that's torment 12. Yeah, must above torment 12. I didn't try yet torment 13, so I'm not going to be too heroic today. So well, enjoy the rest of the video. I'm gonna show you how it works. Like I said, it would be a lot of clicking, so I don't want you to hear the clicking instead of the enjoying the game. Okay, leave me a comment and the feedback below, and have fun. See you guys.